Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all safe and keeping well. This will be a review on the Pop Toys Shadow Ninja, and he's in the center. However, I have swapped the heads around, and I will be doing that a fair bit during this review. I have reviewed this figure in the middle before on the channel, but I guess I took it down due to probably not being able to resist using the Batman Begins score during sections of the original review, which obviously will get me in copyright trouble. So yeah, I believe I probably took that video down because someone brought it to my attention in a live stream. And then I remembered today about what they mentioned, and I thought, okay, let me just go see if that video is there, and lo and behold, it was gone. So time to go back and do a re-review on the Pop Toys Shadow Ninja. Massive shout out to Alex McPhee for sending this figure in the middle my way, and to Derek Fagan in America for sending this one. And this head sculpt of Bruce Wayne actually comes with the Toy Fair Batman Begins figure here. He has a custom Jackson cape on him, and he's on a DC Direct statue base. The Ra's al Ghul head down there is the one that actually comes with this Pop Toys Shadow Ninja, and the Demon Batman just looks absolutely incredible there. Very evil. So pure Batman Begins action in front of you right here. My favorite Batman film of all time. Absolutely love it. So always a pleasure to go back and revisit something from one of my favorite movies. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Let's get stuck in. Drop a like on the video, subscribe. I hope you enjoy it. A quick look at the box. Very, very cool. Nice shape, easy to display. It's not too big. Picture of Ra's al Ghul in his full League of Shadows ninja gear. It's just absolutely badass look. I mean, that classic ninja all in black, but with the added just the detail on the armor sections on the shoulders and the chest plate and all of this. The gauntlets are absolutely incredible. It's a black sword as well, completely black, just like in the film. Absolutely stunning piece by Pop Toys here. I mean, I haven't got too many pieces by this company. I do have their Tomb Raider, which you've seen on my shelf, and they did an amazing job with that. There's all the credits for the folks involved. But yeah, Pop Toys did an amazing job with this, and it is, well, it's not an old figure, but it's definitely been out for a few years, and I don't know why I was sleeping on it. Just it's a complete head scratcher. My favorite movie, and why I didn't have this in my collection, but thanks to Alex McPhee, it is here now. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to remove that sword from the holder on his back because he took a swan dive one day. I wasn't in the room. I came in the next day and I found him on the carpet. And he's got very slidey feet, even though he's on the stand and it's holding him up. It's very slidey. You will notice sometimes that he's kind of doing this. Oh, see, he almost did it again. He's just very, very slidey. It's really slippery. So I really need to start using some blue tack under those feet just to get him to stay put. So yeah, I came in one day and the sword broke, because that was obviously when he took the swan dive. The first thing to impact on the carpet was the handle of the blade, and that snapped off. So the handle and the blade were separate, and I had to glue it back together, and it was difficult. It was very difficult to get that to work out. And once I got it glued together again and got the sword back in the sword holder or the sheath, whatever you call it, I just swore to myself I ain't never touching that again. So it was unfortunate, but I managed to fix it, and it was all fixed in the end. But that just looks epic. I love that head sculpt. Talk more about that in a minute. So getting a look at the Ra's al Ghul head sculpt. Obviously Liam Neeson played Ra's, or Raish as he was more generally known in the comics and I guess the animated series, but they went with Ra's in the film Batman Begins. Not sure why, but that's what happened. Now it's all right. It's not a great head sculpt. It gets the job done. You can pretty much tell who it is. I do think Liam Neeson's face was a little bit more slim, a bit more gaunt in the cheek area in Batman Begins. I mean, I've seen that film so many times and I love it so much. Kind of got like a photographic memory of it. I could just see the moment where he first comes in and Bruce has been chucked back in the cell after having the big fight at the beginning. He's talking to him about becoming a legend. It's, yeah, maybe the goatee could be a little bit longer in, you know, this front section here. I remember a little bit more length there, maybe a little bit more gray in the temples, and it's like I say, the face is a bit full, and yeah, certain angles, like maybe right there, you can kind of see him a bit. Side profile, you can see him a bit, but when it gets around to this angle, maybe a bit there, but in general, and a little bit there, but still a little bit full in the face. Not a bad sculpt. It looks a bit like Robert De Niro, doesn't it, from Heat? Just seen that now. Anyway, so I'll put it on the body just to show you what it looks like, but that's about it. I wouldn't display him like this. Might look cool with the ninja mask over the face, but would you really be able to tell that that's still Liam Neeson under there? because this head play, Bruce Wayne head, shout out to Nick for this one. This head play head sculpt has been out for a very long time. I remember using this for a American Psycho custom figure or a Kit Bash figure long time ago. It was kind of custom because I ended up doing a lot of blood and repainting and stuff. But yeah, you can still tell that is Christian Bale under there. So even though this head play Bruce Wayne head sculpt is very old, it's still very effective. And yes, I do like that. So very tricky trying to just decide how to display him, because you can't really beat the full-on ninja Bruce Wayne with the mask on. It's just super badass, but it really is nice to be able to use this Toy Fair exclusive Bruce Wayne head. I mean, just look at that. It's absolutely friggin' perfect. So 3 different heads to mess around with here, but the main one that I'll be rocking will definitely be this one here. Also, definitely worth mentioning that the obvious situation here with the staining on the sculpt itself from the neck area of the outfit, very stealthy, very jet black. So we've got some black dye kind of leaking onto his skin, which you won't see once it's back on the body again because the collar will come up and cover it. But it is definitely worth noting that the outfit does seem to stain the neck area, and that will inevitably happen to this Toy Fair exclusive head as well, now that I think about it. But again, if I'm rocking him like that pretty much permanently, you won't see it. Accessory wise, we just get some hands, and that's about it. But they're sculpted nicely just for holding the sword, and then you got the relaxed ones, and then you got the 2 fists that are currently on the body right now. So not much in the way of accessories, but you don't really need much for a ninja Ra's al Ghul, or as I've set him up here, Bruce Wayne. But the outfit itself is absolutely stunning. Let's get a closer look at the armor. Really nice kind of illusion of a double layer of clothing or material on this neck section. I mean, it does give the impression that there is another layer of something underneath what we're seeing here, but when you touch the arm, you can kind of feel that there's nothing else under there. So that just might be the kind of illusion they've done there to create the look of like multiple layers of this ninja outfit. The actual armor plating itself is really well done. None of it's metal, it's all plastic, but it's all sculpted really, really well. There's a good bit of motion in the shoulders because this kind of lifts up with the arm. It's attached via the kind of threading up here as this armor comes over the shoulders. And yeah, very, very movie accurate looking. The belt, bit of thread. I just got rid of that now. It does have a wire. I was just going to say, yeah, it's definitely wired. So that's cool. You can pose the belt if you wish. But the gauntlets are just gorgeous. And if I zoom in here, we get a look at the design, which is just beautiful to look at. I mean, the detail on that, and plus the story that the gauntlet blades tell from all the times that they've been training or on missions. And you can see where they would be using these gauntlet blades to block attacks from swords, as we saw in Batman Begins, which is one of the most badass scenes in the film, when he just puts his arm together and just snaps Ra's al Ghul's blade with the gauntlets. Very, very cool. Yeah, the boots are nice, like a kind of fake leather, so watch out for that, but it's pretty thick, so hopefully over time that will hold up. And as I have mentioned, very kind of slippery, non-grip situation going on with the tread of the boots. No matter what surface I have him on, he's very slidey. There's just no grip there. So be careful with that. I would actually probably go ahead and use a waist grabber kind of stand. Instead of like the crotch grabber that goes between the legs, use a waist grabber that goes around a waist, lock him in place, because that is the situation I had. Where is he? Robocop, yeah. Robocop was the same situation. He was always sliding around, so I had to basically switch out the groin grabber for a... It's very dark, isn't it? You can see the alien there as well. That looks badass. I've been moving some things around, folks, so I have to bring you a new room tour video. We've got Vampirella back in the house, and Joker is now over here. And now this wall behind me is completely Batman. So usually the Joker would have been there, and he kind of breaks it up a little bit. And then over here you've got the Batman Begins stuff, and including this massive, awesome cow. Shout out to Carl, Toys of Arkham, because I absolutely friggin' love this. So badass. And Catwoman is back, the premium format. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But I've just been moving some stuff around and getting ready to bring you another room tour. Now, I just took the Toy Fair exclusive Bruce Wayne head off the body, and it doesn't seem to have any stains on the skin yet. However, if I leave it on there long term like I intend to, maybe then he will get stained by the black outfit. But I don't know, maybe the Liam Neeson head just took the brunt of it because it's been on there since it was first put together in the factory and it needed some time to kind of, I don't know. And I wanted to show you what that looks like in case you're curious about the staining situation. So it's only really that very top bit, the black section that goes around just the edge. So really lovely work on the clothing here, though. You can see the high quality of it. There's no mess, and it's just beautifully done. Pop Toys, really do like what I've seen from them. Not that I've seen that much, but I have seen a few things on the channel. I've reviewed a few of their pieces, but I can't praise this particular release enough. Don't really see it in too many collections, so I'm very proud to have it. And again, massive thank you to Alex McPhee for making that happen. So let's try the Ra's al Ghul head sculpt on the body, and we'll just get a look at how that looks. Get it over with, then we'll get back to Brucey. Right, so there he is with the Ra's al Ghul head sculpt. Again, this is the head sculpt that you actually get with this figure. You won't be getting any Bruce Wayne heads with this piece. If you find it on eBay and manage to get one, don't expect to get any Bruce Wayne heads. You'll have to take care of that yourself separately. It's not too bad. You can tell who it's supposed to be, but it is a while ago, and it's not a 10 out of 10, that's for sure. It's more like a 6.5 when it comes to, how much it looks like Liam Neeson from the movie. Let me just get a few angles for you. That side profile is not too bad. Now, it does certain angles. I'm really seeing De Niro from Heat. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you're seeing that too. I'm seeing it there, and certain other angles as well. Not so much now, but yeah. So just for fun, I might grey up the temples a little bit, just make him look a little bit more grey in certain areas. His hair looks a little bit too brown to me at the moment, and I could easily just lengthen his goatee a tiny bit with a bit of super sculpty clay and then just paint it. That could be a fun little project maybe in the future. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to be rocking this as a Bruce Wayne League of Shadows figure. So yeah, it'll just be for fun if I do that. So we're going to try out wow, you can really tell who that is. Again, massive respect to head play. This is an old sculpt as well. You can tell who that is under there. So if you're trying to track down this exact head, it is a head play Bruce Wayne head. It's from years ago, like maybe 2008, something like that. Yeah, again, I got this from Nick, so maybe he would be able to confirm in the comments if he is watching or if he remembers or whatever. But yeah, definitely a good one. So yeah, it's not too bad, man. Not too bad as Ra's al Ghul. I do like it. I think if you had him with the kind of empty mask under one arm, maybe holding the sword in the other hand, head tilted down a little bit, maybe looking off to the side like he is here, it's a pretty badass piece, man. I mean, if I had two of these, yeah, I'd definitely rock one with Ra's and one as Bruce and have them standing there training or something. That would be badass, actually. If you can get two of these and have them both kind of training sword fight kind of pose, that would be absolutely epic. All right, so hope you've seen that enough. I'll take a couple of pictures of him like this and put them on the gram, so make sure you follow me on there at DKnight333. And then I'll put on the full ninja look. There he is in his full ninja getup with the Bruce Wayne head under there, and it's just awesome to look at. It's very difficult trying to decide whether to display him as full-on ninja or with the Bruce Wayne head over there, because that just looks so real. But again, this looks awesome too, so I'm always torn. I guess I can just go back and forth and change it up. I think I will go back to putting the Toy Fair exclusive Bruce Wayne head on there for the foreseeable future. But I don't want to pose him too much, guys. After the sword broke, I really don't want to push it with this guy. I've already done the review that unfortunately I had to take down off the channel. We'll try and find that original video file, and I'm sure I posed him a lot more in the original video. So I'll just snatch all the poses out of that one just to make a little pose session video for you. Just change the soundtrack to avoid any copyright issues. But I would definitely give this figure very high scores. I mean, obviously, it doesn't come with the Bruce Wayne heads. It comes with this one, which is not fantastic. It's okay, but there, you know, it's a bit of a questionable likeness, and it's been a few years now, so paint apps would have improved. But you can't fault the outfit, and the body they used is fantastic. That's still the stock Pop Toys body under there. I'd give the outfit a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And with a Bruce Wayne head under there, it's a 10 out of 10 piece. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Why not? I mean, it should come with a base, but again, copyright reasons, they probably just didn't want to do that because, well, they could have just chucked in something, just like a plain one of these. But whatever, it's all good. No complaints from me. God, he looks good, doesn't he? The light's hitting him just really nice, man. The demon over there, it's kind of stealing the scene a little bit. And then, of course, we got Mr. Full-on Batman Begins over here. Let me just go ahead and give you a little side profile shot. Let's get the thickness. There it is. That's a beautiful piece right there. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Drop a like on it, subscribe, hit the bell icon next to the subscription button so you get notifications every time I upload a video. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook at DNightFury. And if you want to join up with the Night Vision Army on Patreon for $1 a month, help support the channel, doing it full time, any help would be appreciated. And I'll stick your name at the end of every video, just like the credits of a movie. Alright guys, massive shout out again to Alex McPhee for this piece, Derek Fagan for that piece, and myself for getting that back in the day, and doing the cape. Great piece, guys. Massive love to Batman Begins. Doesn't get enough love. It's always the Dark Knight that people go for. Not everyone. There's a lot of you guys out there who love Batman Begins just as much as me. It's my absolute favorite of the trilogy and still my favorite Batman movie ever put on film. Absolutely just perfection to me. So, collection of Batman Begins stuff is ever growing. And there's the ultimate quarter scale Batman over there. The Entebbe, the Beast. My favorite film poster. The original Batman Begins there. And got Scarecrow over there too from Batman Begins. There he is. I think that's it. Hot Toys never brought us a Ra's al Ghul. It still could happen because they went back and did Harvey Dent, so maybe. I don't know, maybe Liam Neeson doesn't want his likeness put into a figure, so who knows. But either way, we've still got quite a nice amount of good collectibles to collect from this movie. Wondering if Prime 1 Studios will ever bring out a huge Batman Begins statue. I mean, something like that with the cape wrapped around him. Obviously, with Prime 1, they'll give you the option to have the cape, you know, around the front or draped over the shoulders, and nice aggressive expressions and more neutral ones and stuff like that. Man, I don't know how I'd afford it, but I'll just sell a bunch of stuff and try and get the you know, the inevitable Prime 1 Batman Begins that's probably going to be made one day. I don't know. Alright guys, I'll see you at the live stream this Sunday, 8 PM UK time, so tune in for that. Always good to see the regulars. And kind of just want to go over here and film this guy for a bit. So I will just do that. Let's get the brightness right. There you go. Look at that. That is so cool. Can't believe they went there in the movie and showed something like this. Really just blown away by the movie. I mean, it was at this point in the film in the cinema when I saw it for the first time. I mean, I knew I was loving it from the moment that film started, because literally the first thing you see is that swarm of bats that make the bat symbol. It's one of the coolest intros to a movie ever. And the score in this film, every note of it is just perfection to me. James Newton Howard teaming up with Hans Zimmer. I think it was Hans Zimmer who did all of the soundtrack for The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. And you can kind of tell Batman Begins, that score just has beautiful, haunting, beautiful melodies, man. And just the power and the thump of it as well when it needs to be. Oh, look at that. So, alright. Hard to stop filming, gotta be honest. Hard to stop filming this because each one of these things looks absolutely incredible. Oh, and I've actually got a little Batman Begins treat on the way, and I'll tell you more about that once that turns up. But massive shout out to my buddy Kevin Lynchford, and I can't wait to show you what he's got sending my way. Absolutely awesome Batman Begins action coming at you again soon. Cool little special surprise. If you saw the last live stream, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm out. Peace. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe. Look after each other. Big love to all of you. We'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.